السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. أما بعد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون وإذ قلنا ادخلوا هذه القرية فكلوا منها حيث شئتم رغدا وادخلوا الباب سجدا وقولوا حطة نغفر لكم خطاياكم وسنزيد المحسنين. فبدل الذين ظلموا قولا غير الذي قيل لهم فأنزلنا على الذين ظلموا رجزا من السماء بما كانوا يفسقون. وإذ استسقى موسى لقومه قلنا اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منه 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نصبر على طعام واحد فادع لنا ربك يخرج لنا مما تنبت الأرض من بقلها وقثائها وفومها وعدسها وبصلها قال أتستبدلون الذي هو أدنى بالذي هو خير اهبطوا مصرا فإن لكم ما سألتم وضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Al-Baqarah from ayah 57 through 61 inshallah. I've been reading about the transgressions of Banu Israel, the people of the generation, the people of Israel, which is another name for Yaqub alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding them about the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even as they were under the torment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, under the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even then, because of the dua of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continued blessing them. وَظَلَّلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْغَمَامَ وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَنَّ وَالسَّلْوَى. And we made the cloud give you shade and sent down to you man and salwa. كُلُوا مِن طَيِّبَاتِ مَا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. Eat of the good things we have provided to you. وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. And they by their ingratitude did us no harm, but they were harming only themselves. So basically Bani Israel, after they were freed from the Lashkar, the army of Fir'aun, and when they had peace, and then we read about how they did gave trouble to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, wanted to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wanted a Sharia but did not want to believe in Torah and all that. This is relating to when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them after they had peace. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them to go back to their real country, which was Syria, Sham. They were there in Misr, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had asked them to go back and fight back and get back your original territory. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted them to go and fight under Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, but when they reached there and they learned about the power of those people, Amalekah, they were rulers and emperors of that time on their land. In their absence, they had come and grabbed that land. So when they learned about their power, they just said that we are not going to fight. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam could go and fight himself. Na'uzubillah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was really angry with them and punished them. So when they wanted to go back to Egypt, where they had come from, to get their land back, they could not get there. It was only, as Mufassireen have said, a short distance, 10 miles I think, as mentioned in the tafsir, Bayan al-Quran. So they Tafsir Bayan Ma'arif al-Quran. they kept on wandering in those 10 miles. They would travel, they would be about to reach Egypt, they would stay there, and then try to go there, enter there in the morning. Back in Egypt, they will start right from when they will rise up in the morning, they will find out that they were where they began from. So this kept on happening, and it was a desert environment, so there was direct sun shining upon them. So this was a azab from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For 40 years they kept on wandering like this. But even during those 40 years of anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when they asked Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam that we need help, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam asked for prayers for them, make dua for them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put a cloud over them, which is talked about in this ayah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made a shade over them through a cloud. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also gave them man and salwa. Man, as the Mufassirin have explained, was a sweet fruit that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grew in plenty, in abundance there, and they easily ate from it. And then small birds would come to them and would not run away, so they'll easily capture those birds and eat them. So that as the Mufassirin have explained, was salwa. So these were given to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, made for them easy supply of food. And it was directed by Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam to them that do not store any of the meat, because these birds will keep on coming, but have reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do not store any meat. But they did not follow the instruction of Musa alayhi salam. Even then they wanted to store that meat, and then it started to become stale. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to this as وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ, that you did not do any harm to us by your ingratitude, but you harmed yourself, but that your meat started to go stale. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا ادْخُلُوا هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ فَكُلُوا مِنْهَا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمْ رَغَدًا وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ سُجَّدًا وَقُولُوا حِطَّةٌ نَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ خَطَايَاكُمْ وَسَنَزِيدُ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. When we said, enter this town and eat to your heart's content wherever you wish in it, and enter the gate prostrating yourselves and say hitta, we seek forgiveness. Hitta means we seek forgiveness, so that we forgive your errors, and we shall give much more to those who do good. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them, when again these people, even after the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they said, we have grown used to these things and we want to have some normal food, some food of the normal food. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has explained it, what they asked in the next few ayat. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then asked them that, okay, zillat is upon you, now enter this certain city. There you'll find normal food which is inferior to the food that was being given to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there you have to earn your food. You won't just get it, but you have to earn it. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that even then we will forgive everything, but as you enter there, وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ سُجَّدًا وَقُولُوا حِطَّةً, enter there prostrating, and as you enter, say hitta, we seek forgiveness, ask for forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَسَنَزِيدُ الْمُحْسِنِينَ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we'll actually even increase it much more for those who do good. فَبَدَّلَ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا قَوْلًا غَيْرَ الَّذِي قِيلَ لَهُمْ, but those who were unjust substituted another word for the one that was prescribed for them. فَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا رِجْزًا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْسُقُونَ, so we sent down a scourge from heavens upon those who were unjust, because they had acted sinfully. So what these people did was that when they were entering, they changed this word and made it hinta, that we need food, a specific kind of food. They started wheat, hinta is wheat, so they entered saying wheat, we need food, wheat. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then sent down plague, which ta'un, upon them, that they were plagued with ta'un. And this was because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that because they were really sinful. بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْسُقُونَ. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning some other blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did upon them during that their stay in Wadi Tih. That was the valley of Tih, in that area they were wandering. وَإِذِ اسْتَسْقَى مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ فَقُلْنَا اضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرَ فَانْفَجَرَتْ مِنْهُ 12 عَيْنًا قَدْ عَلِمَ كُلُّ أُنَاسٍ مَشْرَبَهُمْ كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا مِنْ رِزْقِ اللَّهِ وَلَا تَعْثَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. When Musa sought water for his people, we said, as in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, strike this rock with your staff, and 12 springs gushed forth from it. Each group of people came to know their drinking place. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when they were thirsty in their stay in that desert, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Musa alayhi salam, he strike this, and this from this stone 12 streams of water flowed forward. And this was because there were 12 tribes among Banu Israel. There were 12 sons of Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam, ala nabiyina alayhi salatu salam, and from those 12 sons, 12 different tribes had, came forth, and administratively they were always kept separate. Everything was given to them separately. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَن نَّصْبِرَ عَلَى طَعَامٍ وَاحِدٍ فَادْعُ لَنَا رَبَّكَ يُخْرِجْ لَنَا مِمَّا تُنبِتُ الْأَرْضُ مِنْ بَقْلِهَا وَقِثَّائِهَا وَفُومِهَا وَعَدَسِهَا وَبَصَلِهَا. So this, the remaining part of ayah 60, كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا مِنْ رِزْقِ اللَّهِ وَلَا تَعْثَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to them, eat and drink of what Allah has provided, and do not go about the earth spreading disorder. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى, the ayah that I just recited, when you said, Musa, these people said to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Musa, we will no longer confine ourselves to a single food, so pray for us to your Lord that He may bring forth for us what the earth grows, of its vegetables, its cucumbers, its wheat, its lentils, and its onion. So, قَالَ أَتَسْتَبْدِلُونَ الَّذِي هُوَ أَدْنَى بِالَّذِي هُوَ خَيْرٌ. As Musa alayhi salam said, do you want to take what is inferior in exchange for what is better? اهبطوا مصرا فإن لكم ما سألتم وضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله. Go down to a town and you will have what you ask for. Then they were stamped with disgrace and misery, and they returned with wrath from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ كَانُوا يَكْفُرُونَ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. That was because they used to deny the signs of Allah. وَيَقْتُلُونَ النَّبِيِّينَ بِغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ, and would slay the prophets unjustly. ذَلِكَ بِمَا عَصَوْا وَكَانُوا يَعْتَدُونَ. That was because they disobeyed and transgressed all limits. So the tafsir of this ayah has written that therein Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put zillat, put inferiority and disgrace upon these people till the last day. So now in another place Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has explained this again, that these people will remain disgraced through the end of times, except for a very small time when Dajjal will appear, and they will have a small short-lived kingdom of their own. Otherwise these people will be disgraced, and they will be prosecuted everywhere, and they will be constantly disgraced, except for two things, where they would start following the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala either, or they will be giving protection by people. So Hazrat has written that even if they have a country now, they are given protection by other countries, otherwise they could not exist. So this is not against the Quran that they have a country and they have a Bani Israel have their own country and their own government. They are always protected by other people, otherwise they are disgraced. And even the people, has written, gone in detail, that even the people who give them protection will treat them with despise, will treat them with disrespect, and will not really respect them, but only help them because of their own interests. Anyway, and this is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying this is because they first denied the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and second, they would kill the prophets, they would slay the prophets unjustly. And this has explained that they did this knowingly. They would know that they are killing, this is a true prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and still they would slay him. So Dr. Mufti Imran al-Kalyani, my Shaikh, when he was explaining this ayah, he said that even today a part of this disgrace can fall upon the Muslim Ummah if we start slaying the Wurasa of Anbiya, those who are the inheritors of the Prophet ﷺ, the ulama, the knowledgeable people of deen. If you start slaying them unjustly on the whole, or in a specific part of the ummah, that kind of disrespect and disgrace can be invoked upon us as well. So So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all from that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, ذَلِكَ بِمَا عَصَوْا وَكَانُوا يَعْتَدُونَ. They transgressed, disobeyed and transgressed all limits. Inshallah we'll start from ayah 62 tomorrow. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى اللهم اجعلنا من أهل القرآن الذي أهلك وخاصتك صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.